Alright, I finally got in my 5-gallon paint strainers. It's a little bit more reasonable to order these through Amazon than to buy them at my local paint store. Quite a bit cheaper. And they have elastic. They fit over the edge of the bucket and go all down in there. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and start filling it with my perlite, which I also ordered on Amazon. It's almost half the price of what I could get it at Walmart. Now this is a little bit dusty. Hope you can catch, if that camera's catching that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to fill this up, and you might want to wear some kind of respirator or something, or at least a kerchief over your nose and mouth while you're doing this so you don't breathe this stuff. This is a volcanic glass product, so probably don't want it all in your lungs. Anyway, I'm going to fill this up, and then I'm going to rinse it out until the water runs fairly clear. It's going to be cloudy at first because of all this dust. I'm going to wash this dust down so that it doesn't flow back into my fish pond. Okay, so you see how cloudy that water is. And just working it around. And you could do this, I guess, before you filled these up, but it's so much easier, I believe, with it dry to fill these bags up. It's wet, it'd be more clumpy and everything. So this is going to allow this to settle in real good. Get all the dust out of it, and I'm going to do this to all the buckets. And as far as they go, I don't think this bag is going to do all my buckets, especially since I've already used some as perlite for some other projects of rooting cuttings. And so I may have to order another bag of this, but we'll see how far it goes. Alright, well, so far I've gotten 5 buckets pretty well filled up. And I still got some, but it's not enough to fill up a full bucket, so I'm probably going to top off some of these that are lower and bring them up like this one here, like an inch or inch and a half from the top, and kind of level them off a little bit. And then the rest of it I'll use. This is why I'm a little bit short. I use these plastic bins for rooting cuttings in. And I'm using some of this perlite for this. Let me just show you this real quick. It has nothing to do with the Dutch buckets, but it does with the perlite. So there's some blackjack figs and even a cranberry hibiscus cutting in here. And so I've got most of these up here have fig cuttings in them. There's one that's got a couple orange cuttings, orange tree from my Hamlin orange. Let's see. And one of them has got, oh, what is that? Some Cuban oregano, some variegated Cuban oregano in there with the fig cutting. You see them fig cuttings starting to leaf out a little bit. So anyways, if I have any left after topping off these buckets, I'll probably just make me another little tub for propagating cuttings in, and I'll order me another bag to finish these last 3 buckets out at some point. I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to get something planted in these. Not sure yet. Maybe some tomato, some squash, maybe even a pepper or something. So anyways, I'll let y'all see as we go along. Alright, so I went and pulled a tomato out of my raised bed. It'll be my first plant in my Dutch bucket system. This is a bush Goliath, one of my raised beds. And a couple weeks ago I trimmed it way back here in Texas in August. September, they get to looking really, or into July actually. Tomatoes, I don't care how much you water them or take care of them, they're going to look really bad in my experience. So what we're going to do is I've got these pruners here, and I'm going to prune back. On this branch, you see that new, on this stem here, you got a new little branch started. I'll prune right above it. And there's a little one started here. I'll prune right above that. And I'll probably just take this other long branch that's laying over. It's kind of got a big scar there. I'll probably take it all the way on back. Okay, so there it is. A lot different looking now, but I expect it to really kick out here pretty soon. Constant moisture. And what I've done is I actually took another little fresh branch I was growing up here where I cut some off, and just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna stick this right in here by where that water's coming. And we're going to see if that little thing will root just like that. So I've got my, this water's not coming out real fast, just a steady little dribble. And we'll see how this bush Goliath likes this.